Hello friends of the internet, Noodles here. I'm here today with a pet portrait. Trekkell Art Supplies was doing a pet portrait competition and I participated. I bought their little pet portrait wooden thing and I painted my dog on it. My dog's name is Jack. He's a good dog. That's why I wanted to paint him. So let's check it out. Here you can see Jack's sketch. I got it on the wooden panel and I am now adding some paint. I'm just going to do the background first and kind of just swirl it together and give myself a nice color. I don't want purple or blue. Give me a nice little in-betweens. So yeah, that's what this part is. Gotta get those edges. I love painting the edges of stuff. This is just the base color of the leaves. I'm going to come back around and give it a little bit of shadow and also a little bit of highlight. See the highlight I'm doing in yellow where the shadow will be in a darker green. My dog was adopted from a rescue. He was technically categorized as a Labrador mix, but he's probably more likely a pit bull mix. I think he might be a pit bull and a beagle maybe, but it's hard to tell. He might just be a pit bull. Pit bull isn't really a breed, but you know what I mean. He is definitely a big jawed dog. He's very sweet I've had him for 12 years now. He's been there the whole time I had my son. His best friend. He is a great dog. Oh, you know what? I should in fact show you a picture of him. Hold on. You see, his face is adorable. As you can see, it makes sense why I wanted to paint him. Now that the foliage and the background is done, I can start on the dope. Here you see I'm adding a little bit of depth to his face and a little highlights. So I'm mixing a little bit of a darker brown so that you can see the depth and the yellow for the highlights. ear, I started on his muzzle. I did a unbleached titanium. You can see the contrast from the white. And then I added a little bit of pink on his nose and his forehead, because he tends to show pink, especially when he gets he exercises and stuff. Here you can see I'm adding a little some actual bleached titanium so that I can bring a little bit of depth into his muscles. Now I'm starting on his eyeballs. Give them some of the unbleached titanium so that they're not aggressively white. Brownish pink that I'm putting in his ears, the inside of his ears, and then I'll put a little bit of a darker pink to give it a little bit more depth. same pink I used on his ears for his mouth and jawline, and yep, touch it up a little bit. Here I forgot to record a good amount, but as you can see, I have a chance to finish his eyeballs. I worked a lot on his nose and his tongue. Yep, I should have recorded it, but I was tired and I just painted it. So you get a snapshot of what it became. Yay! Now I did use purple for his shadows, give him a little bit of depth. I wish that I had done a little bit more. I wish I had made his shadows a little darker, but it's okay. I like it in the end, and I think that the purple did really do a good job on helping to make it feel like it's going down. But I do think I should have added more. I was like afraid that I was gonna do too much and you can't go back, but sometimes you just gotta face the fear and do it anyway next time. It looks like I am just making sure that the outlines are cinched up, and then I have I don't use black very often in this picture, but I want to make sure that where I do, it stands out enough so that you can see it's a thing. If you notice throughout the painting, sometimes I will put a layer of paint down and then I'll hit it up with a paper towel. I do this because I want it to be a little bit less saturated than it is. I could also have diluted my paints with water, but I decided that I wanted a little bit of the texture that comes with the paper towel, so I used the paper towel. part of all paintings ever, highlights. Here I am going through and I am adding highlights to noses. It looks like I already did the highlights to the eyes, so I'm sorry you missed that. That is my absolute favorite. But shiny noses are always good. Shiny schnozzes. Adding the little polka dots to his nose. Little cute nose. I'm adding a little bit of highlights to the roses. Make sure that you could see, I don't know, the difference between the petals. And here you can see I put my signature, which means I am done. And now, look at that bad boy, ready to hang. Let's go, put it on the wall. How cool am I? I finished it. How pretty is it? It's so nice. But guess what? You see the hole? That's where I'm gonna have to hang it up. And painted it upside down. I painted the whole thing upside down. The whole thing. It came with a handy dandy hole. And what do? Give myself more work. So here we go. I gotta make myself a new hanger. Measure it out. Find the middle. Mark it off. Hammer that bad boy right in. Give you a chance to see the workspace from a different angle. Look at me beating that little nail in. Ha ha ha. There he is, Jack on my wall, where he sits even today. I keep him safe and sound, close to my angel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Your numbers mean something to me. Have a nice day. Bye.